It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. Ritter with it after the play fake. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early. Something they're confident about, something they feel good, and once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Ritter. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down trial of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Miller, the man in motion. Now Ritter to throw on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Come on, set. Slide through.
On second down, Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27th. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going play action. Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous run. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
2nd down, Cousins. And will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, we're good, we're good. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It got his man complete. And finally down at the 41-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
In motion, Hollins. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Ritter off the play fake. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop. 17. Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now 2nd and 9. Ritter back to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The motion man is Tate. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. On play action, here's Ritter. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he's got this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a handoff to Chandler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
First. Hey, no, easy.
Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rager, the man in motion. Here's Chandler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready. 10 cycles. 22 needles.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And the Faircats signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Throwing is Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Listen to me.
To throw is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Two. Good route here.
Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Here we go.
Now Chandler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. In motion, it's Miller.
Striker, 3-3. Yellow. Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10. Goes to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Black Ultra.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
A first down throw for Cousins. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Two. Flash light. 300.
First down. Here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Again, it's Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
First.
To throw, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Strike. Steal it. Black. You don't move. Yellow. Go. Trouble. 38. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Cousins on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give right side. Chandler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter wants to throw it. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Shot. 17. Hut.
Here's Ritter. This is Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Ritter. Man open is Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Ritter. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing now is Ritter. And that will get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Ritter looking to throw it here. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Chandler. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they